Well, D.C. cab drivers made their voices and their car horns heard as they opposed a big move by D.C.'s council. As we first told you at 4 o'clock today, that protest did little to change D.C. council members' minds as they voted to approve new rules for car services like Lyft and Uber. D.C.
Bureau Chief Sam Ford joins us now live from the scene of today's protest with just what those new rules will mean. Sam?
Well, Leon, we're getting out of a cab across the street from the Wilson building, and I guess the message here is that the times are changing for the taxi cab industry. The vote was 12-1 for Uber and against the traditional taxi cab business. Before the council session got underway, taxi cab drivers across Pennsylvania Avenue were honking, chanting, venting.
They are regulated very much. So all we're asking is for fairness, to be regulated like us. Why should they get free ride?
Drivers are upset. They said they have to spend money painting cars, installing signs, meters, credit card readers. Yet Uber X drivers, they say, need only to get a smartphone. At the packed city council session, Uber drivers sat on one side, taxi drivers on the other, and the council debate was on. Supporters said cabs don't come to outer wards. Uber does.
It's making sure, for example, that the neighborhoods that I represent can get a ride if they don't have cars.
Then
people of the District of Columbia who cannot afford Uber want to be sure to protect the traditional taxi cab operators.
Cab drivers walked out after the council refused an amendment to prohibit companies from undercutting cabs' legally required rates.
They're just looking only to protect Uber. They don't care about the cab drivers.
The measure passed with only Jim Graham voting no. Uber and such private vehicle for hire companies must have background checks, $1 million per car insurance, and annual safety checks. The Uber battle in D.C., it seems, is over.
You can't really stop progress. Uber is about progress. It's the digital era.
And so at this point, it seems that some of the council members are thinking perhaps they should be cutting regulations on traditional taxi cabs rather than increasing them on Uber. But obviously a sad day for people like Mr. Bellu here.
It's unfair. Uber will not be regulated, but we are heavily regulated. It's very unfair.
Okay, that's the story from here. I'm Sam Ford, ABC 7 News.